Good morning, students. Today we'll be starting with the next chapter of civics, that is understanding our criminal justice system. So, students, when we see someone violating the law, we immediately think of informing the police whenever we see that in our surroundings something bad is going on or somebody is breaking any law. What do you think? We should inform the police. So, you might have also seen either in your real life or in movies that police officers they file reports and they arrest people. Because of the role played by the police is arresting persons, we often get confused and think that it is the police who decide whether a person is guilty or not. क्योंकि हम हर बार यही देखते हैं कि द वन हु इज वायलेटिंग द लॉ ही और शी इज अरेस्टेड बाय द पुलिस. तो वी ऑलवेज मिस think about it. We have a misconcept that the police is the one who gives the decision that particular person is guilty or not. But this, however, is far from the truth. This is not the truth, children. Once a person is arrested, it is the court of law that decides whether the accused person is guilty or not, whether he has done something wrong or not. According to the constitution, every individual charged of a crime has to be given a fair trial. That means सबको अपनी बात कहने का मौका मिलना चाहिए. Everybody should get a chance to prove himself or herself innocent. Now children, do you know what it means to get a fair trial? Or have you ever heard about an FIR? Or do you know who a public prosecutor is? Anybody of you? No worries, children. In this chapter, we use a fictional case of theft and try to highlight the process as well as the role of different individuals in the criminal justice system. In today's chapter, I'll be discussing with you a case and a fictional case which is not a reality but still. And in that case, from that case, we will be finding about the various roles of the different persons they play, and therefore understanding these processes as well as the role of different persons should play within the criminal justice system is crucial, so that if ever the occasion should arise, you are aware of the process that should be followed. Okay, so now all of you should listen the case very carefully, because you people are going to bring out the various observations from it. Okay, so here is the case. Now, in an apartment in Mumbai, Mr. and Mrs. Shinde live together. Now, Mrs. Shinde, it is a scene where Mrs. Shinde is getting dressed. She has been frantically searching for our gold chain over an hour. वो 1 घंटे से अपनी gold chain ढूंढ रही है. And now she says, I am sure it was in this drawer. Where it could be? उस पे now Mr. Shinde says, hurry up, we are going to be late for the wedding. She replies, I can't find my gold chain. It's not in the drawer. I suspect that Shanti might have stolen. She always spends a long time dusting my room. अब मिसेस शिंदे क्या कह रही हैं कि मेरी चेन नहीं मिल रही है, and I think that our house cleaner Shanti, she has stolen it. Now Shanti Hebram has been working in their house for past 3 years. Now Mrs. Shinde is saying to Shanti, Shanti, have you begun to steal now? And that too my gold chain. Bring your trunk. I want to search it. I have called the police, so if you have the chain, return it now. To this Shanti says, Madam, I haven't stolen it. I have not taken your chain. Then Mr. Shinde, he is looking into Shanti's trunk and finds an envelope which has 10,000 rupees in it. He screams at Shanti, ki you have got this money after selling my wife's chain. So to this Shanti says, Saab, my brother and I have been saving this money over the last 1 year. We want to buy a bull when we go to the village. Madam, I am innocent. I have not done anything. Now Mr. Shinde has called the police. He has come to the police station and he is saying, I have come to file an FIR. There has been a theft in my house. My maid Shanti has stolen my wife's necklace. And to this report, Sub-Inspector Rao, he records Mr. Shinde's FIR. Now Mr. Shinde returns hope with the Sub-Inspector Rao. Now the inspector is saying, I will now write the statement that Mr. and Mrs. Shinde make about this theft. Let me seal the envelope that has the money and take it with me as an evidence. I am arresting Shanti and taking her to the police station. Now Shanti is saying, please don't let him take me. I have not stolen the chain. This is my hard earned money. ये पैसे मैंने मेहनत से कमाए हैं. I have not stolen your chain. Ab it is the scene of the police station where Shanti's brother Sushil has come and he is pleading to Sub Inspector Rao to release Shanti. तो सब इंस्पेक्टर उसे बता रहे हैं, शी हैज बीन अरेस्टेड फॉर द थेफ्ट ऑफ अ गोल्ड चेन. यू कैन गो टू you should go to court and get a bail order for her. Now Sushil is saying, but where will I get the money to hire a lawyer and who will stand for the surety of her? You have taken all of our savings and sealed it, and now I do not have any money to hire a lawyer. Now Sub Inspector Rao forcibly keeps Sushil in the police station for 2 days. Sushil is abused and beaten by Sub Inspector Rao and other police constables. They try and make him confess that he and his sister Shanti had a gang of domestic servants that have stolen jewelry from other homes. There have been other complaints of theft of jewelry from Shinde's neighborhood. As Sushil keep repeating that he is innocent factory worker, the police let him go after 2 days. So now you see how forcibly the police was trying to confess the thing which they have not done. They were trying to confess all these things from him. Now, although the court granted bail to Shanti, after a month she was unable to get anyone to stand surety of her for rupees 20,000. She therefore continued to be in the jail. She was very traumatized. She is worried about what will happen during the trial. Now being in jail, वो बहुत ज़्यादा worried है कि don't know what is going to happen next. She is thinking, what will happen to me? I haven't done anything wrong and yet I am behind the bars because madam suspects me. क्योंकि मैम मेरे ऊपर शक करती है, इसलिए I have to be here. And the hard earned money that I have been saving for years, that also have been taken back from me. Will I ever be able to get it? Now the police, he files a charge sheet in the magistrate court where there will be hearing for this case. The court gives the copy of the charge sheet including statements of the witnesses to Shanti. Shanti tells the courts that she has no lawyer to defend her against this false case of theft. The magistrate appoints advocate Kamla Roy as Shanti's defense lawyer at the government's expense. क्योंकि शांति के पास इतने पैसे नहीं थे कि वो अपने लिए एक लॉयर हायर कर सके, तो वो कोर्ट में ये बोलती है कि मेरे पास कोई भी लॉयर नहीं है, और इसलिए जो गवर्नमेंट है, द मैजिस्ट्रेट जो है, ही अपॉइंट्स एन एडवोकेट लॉयर टू हर, जिसका खर्चा कौन देगी? गवर्नमेंट. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू आर्टिकल 22 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, चिल्ड्रन, एवरी पर्सन दे हैव अ फंडामेंटल राइट. दिस इज द फंडामेंटल राइट ऑफ द इंडियन सिटीजन्स दैट दे शुड हैव अ लॉयर इन देयर डिफेंस. And Article 39A of the Constitution places a duty upon the state, और Article 39A ये ड्यूटी स्टेट के ऊपर देता है कि दे शुड मेक श्योर दैट दे प्रोवाइड अ लॉयर टू एनी सिटीजन जो किसी भी वजह से अपने लिए लॉयर हायर नहीं कर सकता. दैट माइट बी ड्यू टू पॉवर्टी, दैट माइट बी ड्यू टू एनी डिसेबिलिटी. तो किसी भी वजह से जब कोई अपने लिए लॉयर हायर नहीं कर सकता, तो इट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द स्टेट टू प्रोवाइड देम विद अ लॉयर. सो नाउ शांति हैज अ लॉयर. हर नेम इज एडवोकेट कमला रॉय. नाउ हर एडवोकेट meets Shanti in the case. Now Shanti is saying, here are my case papers. I have been falsely accused of stealing my employer's gold chain. और उसका ब्रदर कह रहा है, they found 10,000 in Shanti's trunk and said this was the money she got from stealing the chain. But that is money that we have been saving up together. Now court frames a charge of theft of Mrs. Shinde's gold chain and possession of 10,000 got from selling stolen property against Shanti. Now I plead not guilty and I am trial. Now the public prosecutor, he appears in the case on the behalf of the state. He presents Mr. and Mrs. Shinde as the key witnesses. So now he is asking, so tell me Mrs. Shinde, how did the gold chain go missing? जिस पे Mrs. Shinde कह रही है, I have kept my chain in the drawer. Shanti stole it. No other outsider except Shanti goes into my room. कि शांति के अलावा मेरे कमरे में और कोई भी नहीं जाता है. She has only stolen the things. Mr. Shinde searched her trunk in front of me and we were shocked to find 10,000 in an envelope. Shanti got this money from selling my gold chain. She is a thief. Next, Advocate Roy cross-examines the prosecution witness Mrs. Shinde. Now, the Shanti's lawyer, Advocate Roy, she is questioning Mrs. Shinde, to which she is asking, so what are you basically saying is that you didn't see Shanti steal the chain. मतलब आपने उसे चोरी करते हुए नहीं देखा. Nor did you recover the chain on Shanti. Also, in the 3 years that she had worked for you, nothing has been stolen from your house. You are also regularly paying her ₹1,000 salary each month. Now after this, Advocate Roy, she is finding out, she is discussing on the matter, and she examines Sushil and his employer as defense witnesses. Through their testimonies, she is able to show that ₹10,000 found in Shanti's trunk could well be the earning of Sushil and Shanti. तो शांति की लॉयर ने ये कोर्ट में प्रूफ करने की कोशिश करी है कि जो ये 10,000 रुपीज मिले हैं, दिस इज देयर हार्ड अर्नड मनी. नाउ एज द ट्रायल इज नियरिंग कंप्लीशन, जैसे कि डिसीजन मेकिंग डेट पास में आ रही है, तो सुशील लर्न्स दैट इंस्पेक्टर शर्मा has busted a gang of young men who have been stealing jewelry from Shinde's neighborhood. Some of Mrs. Shinde's son's friends are part of this gang. Mrs. Shinde's chain has been found on them. Sushil tells Advocate Roy about this, and Advocate Roy calls Inspector Sharma as a defense witness. Now she is questioning Inspector Sharma, can you show and tell us about what you have found? So he is telling me, here is the chain that has been identified by Mrs. Shinde as her. We busted a gang of boys who had stolen the chain. These boys have admitted that they stole the chain. So now it is the final day. The judge hears all the witnesses. After all the testimony of Inspector Sharma, Advocate Roy argues before the judge that it has now been established that Shanti is innocent and should be acquitted. Shanti, you are hereby acquitted of the charge of theft. The police will hand over you the 10,000 rupees that they have sealed. In my written judgment, I have made it a point to highlight Sub-Inspector Rao's role in conducting such a shoddy investigation that made you spend time in the jail. So this was about the story, how a single piece of incident of a stolen chain could turn into one or the other situation. So students, from the above incident you can see that the 4 key players in the criminal justice system are, सबसे पहला कौन है? पुलिस, फिर उसके बाद public prosecutor, then we have defense lawyer, and at last for the final decision we have judge. Now you have seen the role of each one of them played in the above case. Now let us try, and I hope that you all would have got a bit of an idea of what the roles are played by these various people. So now we'll be discussing about the roles of all these main branches of the criminal justice system in more detail in our next session. Till then, I want all of you to read out the incident again and keep finding out the various roles that you could discover that various peoples are playing in the criminal justice system.